just hang out on live for a little while because I think that'll be fun and dandy, and we can talk about stuff. We can talk about the Earth being a trapezoid. We can talk about what did LeBron know and when did LeBron know it, because I think LeBron James had a lot of information about that there NBA Italian mafia scandal situation. Like a lot. Um, I'm up to 25,000 hours of 25,250 hours of watch time on YouTube, with 136.7 of those hours coming from my 16-minute and 47-second video. Boogie2988 is not a bad guy. And 104 of them coming from a 33-minute live, and then another 101 coming from Boogie2988 is a secret millionaire. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to sit here. We're going to talk about the shape of the Earth because, unfortunately, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people just refuse to know this, but the Earth is, in fact, a trapezoid. It's not round. It's not flat. It's nothing. It's none of that. And honestly, I'm tired of people who believe that the Earth isn't a trapezoid, because we all know that the Earth's a trapezoid. And when people are lying about it, it really ticks me off. Like, it really, really ticks me off that people don't believe that the Earth is a trapezoid, because it's just so clear and obvious. You look outside and you're like, yeah, that's a trapezoid. And unfortunately, people don't necessarily know what's going on with the Earth. And when they don't know, it's a major problem, because it allows NASA to lie to us. And when NASA lies to us, we have to worry about these things. Because the fact of the matter is, NASA is an evil corporation. It's part of the United States government. And we all know that NASA and the United States government are all part of the same thing. They're all part of this evil corporation that controls the world. And they just love telling us all about the way that the world is. And they hate it. And they love us. But they love to lie to us. And as they're lying to us, we got to sit there and deal with it. And we got to learn all of these evil things that the United States government wants us to know. Like, we got to learn that they think that the Earth is round when it's clearly not. It is, in fact, a trapezoid. And then they we'll have controlled opposition. We'll have people who think that the Earth is flat, but it's obviously not. Nothing's flat, just like nothing's round. I don't understand how people can believe either of those things, but hello, Brittany's Crafty Collections. I hope you understand that the Earth is a trapezoid. I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. I recognize Russian, but I don't speak it, unfortunately. But yeah, nothing's flat, nothing's round. Everything is either a trapezoid or not. And what we can tell from all of the celestial bodies that we look at is that the majority of celestial bodies are not round, and none of them are flat. They are all, in fact, a trapezoid or a hexagon. We know that the the sun is a hexagon. We know that that Mars is an octagon. It's a whole thing. It's a whole ass conspiracy. It's a whole ass conspiracy that we got to talk about, and it's ridiculous. Thank you for liking the video, George. I'm sitting here trying to think what might happen next, because NASA might shut down this live. I don't know if you know this, but NASA may in fact shut down this live because I am telling the truth and getting rid of their lies. And when we get rid of their lies, they don't like that. They don't like when we get rid of their lies. They prefer that we believe in their lies, because the lies are good for the economy. And when the lies are good for the economy, that's all like, okay. But, like, why should we care about the economy? They're getting rid of food stamps. That's going to get rid of, like, $1 trillion from the economy in, like, 5 minutes in a week. And that's going to be a major problem, because did you know you can use food stamps in McDonald's? You can use food stamps at McDonald's. And I think that's why Donald Trump hates food stamps, because he doesn't want people who he doesn't think deserve to eat McDonald's eating McDonald's. And I don't know why Donald Trump is like that, but he is. But yeah, that's a whole situation and a half. Um, but we're at the point where you can use food stamps at McDonald's. And did you know that food stamps, hello, Brittany again. Did you know that food stamps, for every $1 in investment, they actually create $1.80 in local and economic activity. And that local economic activity of $1.80 is a lot like the. I hope I ate today. Yeah, I went to Applebee's. I tried getting arrested there, but it didn't work. Apparently, crime is legal there. You can do whatever you want in an Applebee's, and there are no consequences. I didn't realize that, but yeah, apparently these days there's no consequences in an Applebee's. So it's a whole situation. Maybe the Democrats should open the government back up. It's not the Democrats or the Republicans who have the government closed. It's actually the Pope who closed the government. I don't know if you know this, but the Pope actually rules the world. There is nobody on earth more powerful than the Pope. He decides who lives, who dies, who tells your story. The Pope is the most important and most powerful person on earth. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that. And unfortunately, when people don't know, thanks for the likes on TikTok, Emil. There's that. Yeah, Emil, not Emily. Thank you. I appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys who joined from my posts. That's awesome. Why are there problems with the live on the internet? Or on the desktop. That's absolutely ridiculous, and I'm going to file a lawsuit against Verizon for that. That's absolutely ridiculous that happened. There needs to be an immediate thermonuclear lawsuit filed about this, because I'm sick and tired of things not working the way that they should. And when things don't work the way that they should, it makes me angry. And when I'm angry, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I turn into Bill Clinton. And by I turn into Bill Clinton, what I mean is I cut welfare programs and I send people to federal prison. When I'm angry, I literally become Bill Clinton. And it ain't pretty. Nobody likes it when you're Bill Clinton. I don't. Let's sue the Pope? Yeah. I think that would be the best thing ever. It would be the funniest thing ever. Do a Freedom of Information Act against the Pope. Be like, tell me if there's aliens, Pope. But unfortunately, I don't know if the Pope would actually be able to tell us. But listen, I've been talking to the aliens. Because as ruler of the trapezoid, I get to learn these things and I get to speak to these people. I've been talking to the aliens. They said they're going to reveal themselves to the Pope sometime next year. And I think that's one of the greatest things of all time, that the Pope is going to have to deal with space aliens. I don't know how Jesus Christ is going to deal with that. Do I think Jonathan Taylor should be MVP? If he keeps up what he's doing, yeah. I mean, the problem is they're going to give it to Daniel Jones because JT was there last year. So they're not going to give it to Jonathan Taylor, but they're going to give it to Daniel Jones. And I do not want to live in a world where Daniel Jones gets to be MVP of the National Football League. I think that's like the most satanic thing of all time. Like at that point, I would literally go to Satan and be like, why did you do this to me? I would be like, this is ridiculous. Why are you doing this nonsense to me, Satan? And then Satan would probably whip my ass. And it would be funny. Because I do not want to live in a world where Daniel Jones wins MVP after we had a stretch where it was Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Because that's genuinely ridiculous that we've had that stretch and we have so few people and we have the potential. It always does go to a quarterback, and it's ridiculous. Why is this asking me to pay $28? Oh, no, that's an example. Okay, good. All right. I just had to do work. I don't like when I have to do work. Thankfully, it was just email stuff. I like doing email stuff. Hey, Nate, how are you? I'm hanging out on live, trying to build up some watch time. try to do stuff, talk about the Earth being a trapezoid, talk about my hatred of Barack Obama. I absolutely despise Obama. He ruined this country. I don't know if you know this, but Obama ruined the United States of America. There should be a separate award. I agree. I think that's why they have Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, a wide receiver's literally never won MVP, but a kicker did. But that was because the Associated Press was mad because of the strike. And that was a whole thing with that. I don't really understand why the Associated Press got that angry, but they did, and it made me really angry because I was just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now, going back to the shape of the Earth situation. Actually, no. This is interesting. So, do I know any other languages besides English? I know a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of Korean, so I'm not fluent in any other languages. But here's the situation. We all know... what the fuck is going on? That's not working. Alright, that wasn't working because there was something going on with the TikTok live situation, so I'm going to have to figure that out later. But, so we all know that the FBI just made a bunch of arrests, right? Right? We know they made a bunch of arrests. Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones. We know they made a whole bunch of arrests about NBA players, NBA coaches. Now, here's the thing. The trapezoid alerted the FBI to this because the trapezoid knew that there was some suspicious stuff going on in the NBA. Like, what do you mean LeBron's got 50K points and Steph's only got like 27,000 and KD just hit 30,000? None of this stuff has been making sense. And none of it's been making sense since like 2016. And the trapezoid's been keeping an eye on this stuff because the trapezoid hates LeBron. Honestly, I hate LeBron. I despise LeBron. And a lot of people will be like, well, you're racist because you hate LeBron. But no, yeah, I'm a white person. So I understand why that's your knee-jerk reaction when I say I hate LeBron, is to call me a racist. But the thing is, I don't hate LeBron for that reason. I hate LeBron because of the 2016 NBA Finals. As a Golden State Warriors fan, that Finals pissed me off to no end. It was the worst NBA Finals I ever did watch. Golden State goes up 3-1, right? We go up 3-1. No, LeBron will never beat Kobe or Michael. We go up 3-1 in that series, right? And then LeBron baits Draymond into kicking him in the nuts. And like, LeBron should have got a technical foul. In fact, Draymond should have gotten an award. If I was president then, I would have given Draymond the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Matter of fact, I would have put him in the military immediately and given him the immediate Medal of Honor for kicking LeBron in the nuts. Because that's just how important it is to kick LeBron in the nuts during the NBA Finals. But Aisha Curry said it correctly. It's rigged for money or ratings. They wanted LeBron to get that 4th championship because they knew if LeBron only had 3, if LeBron don't, or honestly at that point, that wasn't LeBron's 4th. That was LeBron's 3rd. They knew they needed LeBron to get that 3rd. They knew they needed LeBron to get one in Cleveland. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And they allowed LeBron to cheat, lie, and steal. And it took the refs, and it took the suspension of Draymond Green to get the Cavaliers to win that series. LeBron didn't legitimately win that 2016 NBA Finals. Yeah, it was a combination of the CIA, the FBI, and Las Vegas, and it was ridiculous. Like, there's absolutely no way, especially with what we just saw from the FBI. Diddy is definitely up there in the top 10 worst people in the world. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. There's people who are in that same area. I mean, we know that one guy, with the island, he's pretty bad, but he's not in the world anymore, so I guess you could say Diddy overtook him. I still can't believe they had hours long freak offs. Like, or who measures baby oil in drums? That's absolutely redonkulous. I don't even understand how that happened. But yeah, I'm not a fan of what Diddy did, and it's a whole situation. It's a whole situation there. So as of right now, I could say that you're probably pretty close in saying that Diddy is the worst person on earth, unless Osama bin Laden came back to life. Could you imagine if Osama bin Laden weren't actually dead? Like, imagine if Obama was like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And instead of killing bin Laden, he actually killed like a random farmer. Could you imagine that? My dad used to have this conspiracy theory that Osama bin Laden owned Dairy Queen, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. So I entertained it for a while. I have a massive headache, and I want chocolate. And unfortunately, the chocolate I want is not easily accessible, because I want Dubai chocolate. So maybe I'll go get that tomorrow. But then again, do I really want Dubai chocolate? Because I don't really want to be supporting slavery. That's a whole other situation. I don't know. Man, I don't know. It's all so much. It's all so much. We got the World Series tonight. Hey, I got some points for playing a game on Xbox for 15 minutes. Yay. I'm playing NASCAR 2025, but I have it on easy mode, so it's not really a fun stream. So I'm not streaming it, but I'm just playing it. I've got some fun. Drink Coca-Cola for my headache. I had a root beer. The headache's actually, I don't even know what the headache's from. I get headaches randomly every once in a while. I have a neurologist that I'm seeing. Ooh, 5100 rep. Everybody's mad at me because of that. I crashed everybody. I want to be the very best, like no platypus ever was. The platypus is my platypus. To train them is my platypus. I will travel across the platypus. I do play Madden. I'm waiting for after the Super Bowl. For the whole situation. Who would win in a fight? Bill Cosby or Diddy? Isn't Bill Cosby dead? I'm gonna go with Diddy because I'm pretty sure Bill Cosby's dead. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Oh, wow. I got a sponsorship offer from the CW. Now I have to get the CW. I play Madden 26 on the Switch, so I'm not going to buy it again on, because I got it when I got my Switch 2. They were having, it was there. I was like, yeah, I'll get the game. I'll get the Switch 2. I got the Mario Kart bundle. It was pretty fucking epic. So I played Madden 26 on there, but I'm not going to play Madden 26 on the Xbox until after the Super Bowl, just due to the fact I only play franchise mode. I don't play MUT because I don't want to spend the money on it. The money is just, it's a money sink, man. Just like in, honestly, that's the reason I quit 2K, was because my career cost too much freaking money. Like, I haven't played 2K since 22. I haven't played 2K since 22. And man, that was an okay 2K. But my career, because you had to buy so much freaking VC, and oh, I thought Bill Cosby died. I did not know that. Huh. Well, I don't know if that's good or not. It's a thing. It is a thing, certainly. Bill Cosby is alive. Amazing. Oh, my friend was talking to me about how my club. We've been working to my club at school. We've been working to for the convention that we run. We've been working on getting everything done with everything, and we may have already spent all the money, which is pretty interesting. Well, like pre-spent the money, like because we have like an account and we use a pre-encumbrance process. We haven't technically spent the money yet, but like because of the pre-encumbrance process, we budget and then it goes out and it's a whole thing. Yeah, um, it's pretty cool. Oh, my friends just sent something to me about a protest that was happening. I'm not 100% sure if the protest was worth it, but it happened. Um, I think Magic Johnson should beat up LeBron because it would be funny. It would be the funniest thing of all time. Would be if Magic Johnson and LeBron got into a fight and LeBron lost. I look like your cousin. Interesting. I don't know your cousin as far as I know, but that's pretty interesting. But yeah. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be fun. So I had two interviews earlier today, and the first one didn't go well, because I have 7 doctor's appointments in the next month. Um, and 2 of them are EMGs, which I'm gonna be miserable after. Uh, and one of them's getting wisdom teeth. We would go to jail, yeah. And one of them's getting wisdom teeth extracted, so they didn't like that I was gonna get that I was gonna need like 15 of the next 45 days off, which is like, okay, I get it. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then the other thing was McDonald's. I was like, I might as well. 1 in 3 Americans have worked at a McDonald's. I might as well try and see if I can just get a job there for a little bit while I'm, getting all these tests. Yeah, no. They wanted me to work overnight at the McDonald's with one other motherfucker in it. I don't feel safe doing that shit. I ain't working at no McDonald's overnight. Oh, I got an email. I gotta check my email because email is always fun. I have so many Gmail and Outlook accounts. Ah, so many Gmail accounts, so many Outlook accounts. But what I'm doing tomorrow is I'm going down to Hertz and I'm doing the Uber rental, because it'll be fine. And I'm just going to do that for a couple weeks. My goal is to make about 6,000 with it. Computer, what is 6,000 divided by 27.58?
6,000 divided by 27.58 is approximately 217.5489.
Computer, divide that by 40.
217.5489 divided by 40 is approximately 5.4387.
So basically,
Did that answer your question?
Yes, so basically I need it for about 6 weeks if I do that, if I work 40 hours. And
Thanks for your feedback.
Working 40 hours because we have in New York an earnings guarantee at $27.58 per active hour, which I think is pretty freaking epic. And I think everybody deserves an earnings guarantee when they do gig work, but unfortunately, oh. I want the Commanders to win tonight. Oh my God. Won't happen because Jaden Daniels isn't playing. Oh no. My head is a trapezoid. What does that even mean? I need to find $60,000. Hey, Kastri. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Please don't say what. Math. I need to do math. We could get 4 VAs for 22K. What? Oh my God, we can... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Update. Okay. What room? Sorry, I'm working? Um... Actually, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna go off live. I'm gonna go off live.